Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Athletics franchise here on MLB The Show 24. Today we begin our episode at home welcoming the reigning AL pennant winners from a year ago to town, the 68 and 62 New York Yankees, to Sutter Health Park as we look to take them down what's going to be arguably a tough series. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content as we get even closer and closer to the month of September, the final month of the season. Our newest pickup, MLB, will make his third appearance on the mound for the A's as he will start the day by getting Dusty Jones to pop up into foul territory for the first out. We'll take a look at this Yankees lineup. Dusty Jones was the leadoff man. Next we'll see Josh Rojas, who struggled in his last 10 games, followed by Teoscar Hernandez in left, Anthony Volpe at short, Austin Wells the catcher, Lane Thomas in right, designated hitter Michael Conforto, Jason Dominguez in center, and first baseman DJ LeMahieu. One name obviously missing, no Judge in the lineup today, getting the day off, so we'll see if we can take advantage. But that's not going to be the case here as Josh Rojas rips one off of the wall in left center for a one-out double. So the guy we just talked about struggling his last 10 games gets a big hit here. Teoscar Hernandez up next, and he will, the very next pitch, hit this one into right, where Rooker will play it, but it will be deep enough for Rojas to tag and head to third base. So needing one more base hit to bring him home is the shortstop Anthony Volpe, and he will deliver as he hits it up the middle for an RBI single. The Yankees already on the board first here in the first frame. Catcher Austin Wells now up next. 1-2 pitch to him, and a pitch in the dirt, blocked by Langoliers, but the runner will take off, and Volpe will take second. So a wild pitch puts a runner in scoring position. As later in the at-bat with a full count now, Wells hits it into center field. That will be caught. The Yankees do strike first, 1-0. On the mound for them will be the lefty Nestor Cortez Jr., making his 27th appearance of the season. As we'll start off with Zach Geloff leading off, and with an 0-1 pitch, he'll chop this one over to second base where it will be fielded. And we'll take a look at the Athletics lineup today. No Davidson in the lineup, currently dealing with a minor injury, so we'll see Robbie Martin, the DH, Tyler Soderstrom in left, Brent Rooker in right, center field Esteury Ruiz, third baseman Jordan Diaz, Ryan Noda at first, shortstop Adam Frazier today, and then Shea Langoliers behind the plate. A little bit of a different order just because we are facing a lefty today. Martin in the 2 spot because of it gets a curveball, but he's just going to fly out to left. So a quick 2 down now for Tyler Soderstrom. 0-2 pitch to him, and he can't connect on the inside fastball. 1-2-3 inning for Cortez. We'll go deeper now at top 5 as MLB is starting to settle in here. DJ LeMahieu, though, will begin the 5th inning with a single down the left field line for a base hit. Back to the top of the lineup, Dusty Jones up next. Chop over to second. Geloff dives, knocks it down, but cannot get the runner at first. But unfortunately, even worse news, Geloff is hurt on the play. He's holding his back, and that sounds dangerous, but it's just some stiffness, so he should be okay. He might miss a game or two. But the rookie Richie Veach will step in and fill in at second base for the rest of the day. Speaking of second base, here's Josh Rojas, the second baseman for the Yankees, who's got another extra base hit. And Rojas is going to have a 2 RBI double. So the former Seattle Mariner who struggled in the past week and a half, well, this is the game you need to turn around. His second double of the day. He brings in 2 RBIs. And with still nobody outs, Hernandez up next will fly out to right. Volpe now has an RBI as well in this one, but he strikes out on the low slider. Nice pitch by Abel. Looking to get through the inning, he's got Austin Wells up next, who walked in his last at-bat in the previous inning. He's got a 1-0 pitch, and he's going to fly this one deep into right field. Rooker is back at the track, and he'll finally make the grab. Yankees add 2 more, 3-0, as that'll actually do it for Abel. He'll go 5 innings. Not the best start. Zach Jackson will get tasked with the 6th, as he'll start off with the 6th batter in the lineup and strike out Lane Thomas on the low slider. Michael Conforto up next, 1-2 to him, and he's going to sky it into deep center field. Looks like the wind is blowing out. A lot of these balls I think would just be flyouts are going deep in the outfield. 2 down now for Jason Dominguez, and the rookie will draw a walk, so he'll take first base. That'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. You can see his numbers, his advanced stats hitting a little bit better against lefties as the 2-time batting champion will look to take it into the plate, but that'll not be against Zach Jackson. Mason Miller will then come out to try to get the final out of the 6th inning, and he will do just that. The slider gets LeMahieu chasing to in the top of the 6th. We'll go bottom 6 now. The A's offense quiet today, as it will begin, though, with a Shea Langoliers walk, second of the day for Cortez. That'll bring up Richie Veach making his first at-bat of the day, and he will single into left field, and that's a big hit. He has the first hit in the career of Richie Veach, so save that baseball, young man, and I'm glad we got to witness it. 2 on now for Robbie Martin, our other draft pick from last year, and he will pop up for the infield fly. Kind of cool that our top 2 draft picks from last year were in back-to-back at-bats. Tyler Soderstrom now with 1 down. Will hit this one into center. It will be caught by Dominguez. They will test his arm as Langoliers heads to third, but an excellent throw will gun him down. It's not Judge in center, but Dominguez doing his best impression ends the 6th. We'll go top 7. Here's Mason Miller. Got the first 2 down, but Teoscar Hernandez will keep the inning alive with a single into right. Volpe up next. 3-1 draws a walk. So the inning stays alive, and now Miller getting in some trouble. Next up, Wells, and a pitch behind him will be dropped by Langoliers, and that'll move the runners up. So now 2 in scoring position off the wild pitch. Yankees have something going. Later in the at-bat, now full count, and he walks Wells. So back-to-back walks from Miller. Now bases are loaded all of a sudden. A big spot for the former National Lane Thomas. He's got a full count pitch to him as well. Runners are going to go, and he's going to walk. So 3 straight walks from Miller will give a free run to the Yankees. Falling apart here in the 7th. Eolis will strike out the next batter, but the damage already done. Yankees now lead 4-0. Bottom 7 now. Rooker beginning, and he'll swing and miss on a wild curveball. Cortez having a very excellent day. 8 Ks to his name already. Ruiz now up next. 2 flyouts to his name on a 1-0 pitch, and he will single into right field. So that'll get the speedy center fielder on first base, and when he's on the base paths, he's going to try to steal second. Going for it here, and the throw, it's a close one, but Ruiz is in there. So now he's in scoring position. Jordan Diaz still at the plate. 2 pitches later, hits a curveball deep into center field and high. That one should be caught, but Ruiz will test the arm. Dominguez, another excellent throw, just a little offline. If that's online, maybe get some. So now 2 down, 1 on for Noda. Needs a hit here, and he will deliver into left field, and that'll be the first run of the day for the Athletics. The 58th RBI for Noda makes it 4-1. Frazier trying to keep the inning alive, but a nice sliding effort by Jones will end that. But it's now 4-1 as we go into the top of the 8th. Joe Barlow taking the mound for the Athletics. Has been our best reliever this season. And he begins the 8th by striking out Jason Dominguez on the down and away slider. Going to bring up DJ LeMahieu up next. We saw his advance numbers earlier and having a very good day here in this one. 2 for 3, already scored 1 run. And he will crush the first pitch he sees into left field. We spent a lot of time on LeMahieu. Maybe that was some foreshadowing. A solo shot here for the first baseman. His 10th home run of the season. 440 into left field. And the Yankees will play another one now 5-1. In favor of the Evil Empire. Next batter, Dusty Jones at the plate. How about actually the next pitch? Dusty goes deep to right center and out of here. Back-to-back jacks for the Yankees. This time it's the 21-year-old rookie from Germany who hits his 7th home run of the season. And it's now 6-1 in favor of New York. Barlow usually doesn't give up home runs this often, but when you're playing the Bronx Bombers, it's bound to happen. 2 down now. Teoscar Hernandez will look at slider for strike 3, but 2 more makes it 6-1. Bottom 8 now. Scott Effross in relief as a good 7th inning performance by Cortez as he'll be relieved here, and Langoliers will begin the inning by flying out on a line to right field. Top of the lineup, Richie Veach. He will look at a changeup. Should have swung at. Gets locked up. That's a quick 2 down now. We'll bring up Robbie Martin to the plate. He's also hitless on the day. 1-1 pitch to him, and he will flare this to right, but it doesn't look like it'll get down. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the A's. 1 more inning to go. Top 9, Lucas Erceg will be called upon. He inherits 2 on and nobody out from Barlow. And with a 1-1 pitch, Lane will hit this one deep to center field. Ruiz is back, but it's going to go off the batter's eye. A 3-run home run for the New York Yankees, and this one has quickly turned into a blowout. The 26th of the season for Lane Thomas. He's been a great addition at the beginning of the season. And Erceg, well, he continues to not play well. As the very next pitch, Michael Conforto deep to right field, and this one's going to clear as well. For the second time today, the Yankees go back-to-back as it's a solo shot for the former San Francisco Giant, his 7th of the season. And Lucas Erceg continues to have an abysmal stretch since being recalled up from AAA Las Vegas. 10-1 Yankees. Next batter, Jason Dominguez. He will draw a walk. So Erceg, yeah, your day is done. Gets no outs here in the 9th. Tony Santillan will then come to the mound as he has nobody out and a runner on first. First batter, LeMahieu, he'll pop it up over to third. So finally, we get the first out of the 9th inning, but not after a ton of runs have been scored. Dusty Jones up next. Well, it's not going to get any better. He hits this one into the gap. Runner on first will be waved around third, and he will score. It's officially a 10-run lead here for the Yankees, and yeah, this one's essentially over. We're not coming back from this, so we're just going to go to the end of it. No more runs were scored, and the Yankees will win Game 1 of the series by 11-1. This game was close for actually the majority of it. And then all of a sudden, the Yankees decided to score 8 runs in 3 innings, 7 in the last 2, and the A's get blown out here. This is not the first time the Yankees have blown us out in this season. The same thing kind of happened when we played them at Yankee Stadium. Just the pitching is just awful, man. Especially the back half of the bullpen. We got to fix this. We walked 8 batters today, and Erceg and Santillan and company, Barlow, were terrible. We bounced back, though, and at least win Game 2, 4-1. Adam Frazier goes deep for the 9th time this season with a 3-run shot in the 3rd that helps propel us into victory. But we do drop Game 3, 3-1. So we lose the series against New York. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Kyle Freeland, pretty good in relief. 4 innings, 0 earned. Maybe gets another shot in the rotation. Second half of the episode, we'll go to Houston to face the 71-63 Astros. Now we're in Houston to face the 71-63 Houston Astros, who are 4 games back in the AL West behind the Rangers, chasing a division title. On the mound for them will be the righty J.P. France, who was actually just called up from AAA Sugarland 3 days ago on August 26th. So making his first return back to the majors, we'll start off, of course, with Zach Gelof, hitting .261 on the season. And a full count pitch to Gelof will be chopped over to short, and that will be the first out of the ball game. We'll take a look at the A's lineup. You can see Adam Frazier at the DH today, getting some love over there. Center field's Esther Ruiz up next, followed by Jordan Diaz. Tyler Soderstrom in left, Ryan Noah at first. Shortstop is Robbie Martin. Brent Rooker in right, Adam Frazier at DH, and Shea Langoliers behind the plate. Pretty standard lineup for the Athletics. Ruiz up next will then pop up a cutter over to foul territory, and a great play against the fence will be caught by third baseman Tyler Whitaker. So a nice defensive effort there, and then Whitaker will finish off the inning by putting out Jordan Diaz at first. On the mound for the A's will be the lefty Wade Miley, having a very good season. Not sure if this will be his last or not. He is older. He's putting in a good campaign. Just unfortunate for him, it's for a team that's not in the playoff hunt. His first batter, though, Jeremy Pena, will then hit a leadoff double off of the right center wall, so already on scoring position. 35th double this season for Pena, mind you. Jake Myers, the next pitch, will lace one into right field. That's going to be a base hit, and Pena will be waved around, and he will score. And just like that, the Astros already lead 1-0. Alvarez up next. The first pitch, he laces one into left field. So Miley's thrown 5 pitches, and he's given up an RBI and 3 base hits. So a quick start for the Astros offense as Jose Altuve up next. We'll look at strike 3, a pitch he could have swung at. Yainer Diaz up next, 0-2. We'll chop this one over to third. Diaz charges over to second, over to first, and we turn 2. So a hot start. The Astros get 1. As we'll go top 4 now. Here's Jordan Diaz back up at the dish, and he will hit this one down the left field line and fair for a leadoff single. That'll bring up Soderstrom up next. 0-1 pitch to him. He gets a fastball right down the middle, puts it into center field, but it's caught by Myers, and Diaz isn't even close. That's the 3rd time already this game that the Astros have robbed us with diving grabs for a base hit. Just throwing some absolute web gems defensively are the Astros. France then plunks Noda, so the inning stays alive, and then Robbie Martin will hit this one to right. No diving effort this time by Gavin Sheets, thankfully. So 2 on now for the A's, 2 down for the next batter, Rooker, who swings through the changeup for strike 3. So nothing in the 4th for the A's, thanks to some good defense by the Stros. As we go bottom 6 now, Wade Miley still dealing on the mound. A great settling in performance since the first inning. He's striking out 10 batters as the 2017 AL MVP Jose Altuve steps up into the box, and, well, he will single into center field. First hit of the day for the 2019 playoff MVP as well. Next batter, Diaz, over to him, and Diaz will put out Diaz, as that's going to be a double play. Inning ends, Miley goes 6 strong innings. We go to top 7, J.P. France still on the mound for the Astros. He gets Martin to fish for strike 3. Rooker will fish as well. That's the hat trick on Brent Rooker. 3 Ks, 0 for 3 day. And that'll bring the inning down to Adam Frazier, who did single in his last at-bat back in the 5th. First pitch to him here, and he's going to reach base for the 3rd time tonight. 2 singles and a walk. The inning stays alive. 9-hole hitter Shane Langolier's up next. Next pitch, actually, and he'll hit a single down the third base line. So the A's keeping the inning rolling for the top of the lineup. Our RBI leader, Zach Geloff at the plate. We could use one here. 1-2 pitch. Single up the middle into center. They're going to wave Frazier home. The play at the plate will not be in time, and Geloff delivers again. Tied up at 1 apiece here in the 7th. A 2-out rally, and that'll be it for J.P. France. A great performance. But he's going to be pulled here with a no decision. And Justin Verlander, the 3-time Cy Young, will take over in relief. Now in the bullpen, his first batter is Esteury Ruiz, who singles into center. And the clutchest hitter on the team will drive in another. And the A's have their first lead of the day. 2-1. Runners still on the corners. And Jordan Diaz wants to get in on the action. 3-1 Athletics. They've taken a commanding lead here in the 7th. And Ruiz gets all the way to 3rd. Trying to keep the inning alive. Tyler Soderstrom wants more runs, and oh my gosh, the Astros just dodged a bullet. A hanging curve to Soderstrom is popped up. So that'll end the 7th. A 3-1 lead now here for the A's as our best reliever, Joe Barlow, will come in this half inning. He'll start off against Gavin Sheets, and he'll get the former White Sox to swing a miss on the 12-6. Nasty pitch there. Jasper Corwick up next. You can see his advanced numbers. Thankfully, he does not have a lefty on the mound, which he's been raking against. Instead, he has the righty Joe Barlow, and he's going to strike out on the slider. I think he was guessing fastball. Couldn't adjust, so 2 down now for the 2020 AL MVP, Jose Abreu. Tasked with keeping the inning alive, and he will do just that. His 2nd single of the ball game into center field, and he'll be on first base. For the next batter, Tyler Whitaker, the 22-year-old rookie from Nevada, hitting well against righties so far this year. And the A's are actually going to turn it over to Zach Jackson. So Barlow gets pulled after only 1 hit. Interesting call here. He is tired, but we'll see if Jackson can get the final out of the inning. And the first batter he faces, Tyler Whitaker. He gives up a 2-run homer. No! You cannot do that. We had a 2-run lead in the first batter you face. You blow it. 4th homer of the season for Whitaker. I mean, this is the bullpen stuff that's been going on for too long here for the Athletics. Questionable call to pull Barlow proves costly, and that's not it. The next batter, Jeremy Pena, goes deep to left field, and the Astros have the lead. What just happened? We were literally just winning 3-1. Now we're losing 4-3. A Jackson meltdown on the mound, and again we're trailing thanks to the solo shot from Pena. 4-3 Stros. Jake Myers up next. He'll ground out to Martin to end the 7th, but the damage has been done. We're going to the 8th inning now. Tyler Wells on the mound for Houston as we now got to come from behind once more. He inherits a runner on first with 2 down, and it's Robbie Martin on first, and he's going to steal second. So we get a runner in scoring position. A big at-bat here for Adam Frazier. 1-2, and he looks at strike 3, and he's well livid with that one. That was way below the zone. So now will take us into the 9th inning. Brian Abreu in for the save opportunity, the reigning AL reliever of the year, who's been again fuego this season. He has 39 going for the big 40th save of the year. He'll start off against Shea Langoliers. See ya. Can't connect on the slurve. So that'll send us to the top of the lineup. Zach Geloff, who has an RBI already this game, a team-high 67. Full count pitch to him, and he can't connect on the slider. Great pitch by Abreu, and the game comes down to Esteury Ruiz, another guy who has an RBI. Can he keep the game going? 2-1 pitch to the center fielder, and he'll smack it up the middle for a base hit. So Ruiz does get the job done. So the tying run is on base, and it's our fastest player. That'll bring us up to Jordan Diaz, a 2-for-4 day for him. 1-2, and he can't connect on the slider, and the Astros will win it Final score 4-3. Another blown game late by the bullpen. It's just been our MO as of late, man. If this episode and this past couple of episodes have taught me one thing, it's that I now know that in the offseason, we need to fix this freaking bullpen because it is absolutely horrendous. We're blowing way too many games down the stretch and just squandering good efforts by other players. Astros will take game 1. Big 40th save for Abreu gets it done. Player of the game is Jeremy Pena, the 2022 World Series MVP. And we drop game 1 against Houston. Now, I want to talk about Wade Miley in this game. He pitched great, and he's actually been pitching good all season. And I talked about it briefly, but he is older. He's 38. So he's pitching a good season. And I want to see if somebody will pick him up. I'm going to put him on waivers, not because he's been playing bad, but if this is his send-off, his 14th season as a major leaguer, I'd like to see him maybe get picked up by a playoff team. And maybe somebody in the playoff hunt will pick him up, and he'll get a chance to pitch in the playoffs. So we're just kind of doing the right thing here. Miley will head to waivers, and we'll see if somebody will claim him. And it also opens up a roster spot. I'm going to get some more of these young guys going. How about Robbie Francisco, our third-round pick last year out of San Diego, one of our top prospects? He is going to get the call to the majors. And we'll see what he can do in this final month of the season. His AAA numbers don't look good. He hasn't pitched very often there. But go take a look at his AA numbers. They were amazing. Well, right after this, though, Paul Blackburn goes on the DL for a week to 2 weeks. So we actually might need Wade Miley. So scratch everything I just said about him. We'll see if we can get him back. We lose game 2 as well, 5-4. We saw Blackburn 5 earned and 5 innings pitched before coming out with the injury. And for the roster spot for now, hello, Seth Brown again. And then in the next game, Robbie Martin gets hurt. His rookie campaign is done. So the injury bug hits us hard in Houston. We lose this one 3-2. Jackson again getting another loss. Another run in a third of an inning. Like, what are you doing on the mound, man? So he gets swept by the Astros. Robbie Martin's season is done. It was a pretty good rookie campaign, but it was just marred by injuries. He only played in 72 games and hit .263. And to fill that roster spot, we're going to call up Miguel Andujar as well. So that'll bring it into this episode. Now we're in September. We'll see the 2 September call-ups next episode, as well as a 4-game series against the Angels and a 3-game series against the Pirates, both on the road. As we get into the final month of the season, and we'll see the MLB debut start for Robbie Francisco. I'm excited to see what he can do in the majors, even if it's just for a short stint this year. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like, you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.